Hey, I'm Alexander Creek, astrologer and intuitive, and in this video we're going to be talking about the really lovely new moon in Taurus that we're having May 7th and May 8th. We're going to be talking about the astrology of the new moon plus rising sign horoscopes for each of the 12 signs. So make sure that you stick around for your rising signs forecast. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're an older subscriber here after kind of like my long hiatus from YouTube, welcome back. Make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you are subscribed if you're not subscribed, and if you want to be. And then lastly, make sure you click that little notification bell right at the bottom that helps you be alert to whenever new videos might come out. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the astrology of this new moon. Okay, so first of all, the energy of this new moon is there's a couple different layers of things going on here. So let's kind of go through things step by step. So first of all, the moon in astrology can act as a trigger and can really kind of activate some other aspects going on in the sky. So, oh, hi, Kitty. My cat wants to join us. Hold on. Say hello to my daughter. So I cannot keep her away. So she's going to join us. So the moon acts as a trigger in astrology. So the transiting moon at the time will be, this new moon, by the way, is occurring at 18 degrees of Taurus. So I'm going to tell you about how this might affect the Taurus part of your chart. But if you have any placements or planets at like 18 degrees of Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio, these placements might be activated or affected by the new moon as well. And I would kind of give it 15 through 21 degrees. So 3 degrees before 18 and 3 degrees after. So the moon at 18 degrees is also going to activate the Jupiter and Uranus conjunction that we had that was occurring exactly around April 20th. And that conjunction, you can listen to it. If you want to hear more about it, you can actually listen to it on my podcast, but I'll talk to you about it now. So, this is that's maybe one of the most important aspects of the year, is that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. And Jupiter in astrology is expansion, opportunity, and growth. And Uranus is the planet of revolution and shakeups, sudden events. Uranus is also like the planet of like, I kind of think of it as like sudden insight or inspiration, or kind of those sudden aha moments. And these two planets together, there's a whole host of things globally, and it's also connected to, because I also think it's very connected to like the protests all around the country right now occurring on college campuses, because Uranus is very like, you're not going to tell me what to do, and it's very much about like authentically kind of speaking one's truth. However, in your personal chart, this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction can be about like sudden, surprising breakthrough opportunities. You kind of combine the two energies of Jupiter and Uranus and kind of put them together. And that's happening in the Taurus part of your chart, especially if you have Taurus planets or placements, again, around, I think it was around like 21 degrees. So I would say anywhere from 18 to 24 degrees of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Those planets are really kind of getting a big shockwave of energy from that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, or really in that Taurus part of your chart. There are opportunities, but there are also shakeups. It's sort of like daring to be different, breakthroughs, sudden opportunities, sudden shakeups. Like, it's not comfortable energy, but it may be beneficial because it is Jupiter, like this planet of blessings and opportunity, that's really kind of activating this energy. So this new moon is really bringing that energy, which is still very much active in our skies, to the forefront of this new moon. So there is this energy around new beginnings, and also around these sudden breakthrough opportunities that can really be popping up with this new moon in Taurus. So also, the reason that this new moon does feel just generally very beneficial overall is because the moon is going to be enclosed, meaning Venus, it's going to be conjunct Venus, the planet of love, beauty, pleasure, and also Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity. And like, these are the two planets in astrology that really are about, my cat is just like very happy in my lap right now. And I've been like trying to be very controlled about this video. I'm just like going to go with it. So if you hear me like looking down, it's because my cat's just being herself. so, so, this new moon does have a lot of really beneficial feelings to it. Why I was saying like, this new moon is actually really good for manifesting, for planting seeds into something, for putting your intentions around something and kind of watching it blossom and grow, especially if they are, around breaking some new ground in your life, around some sort of new opportunity that feels kind of scary, but feels different and exciting. And you're like, everything in you is kind of screaming, yes, like I should do this, even though it's potentially kind of scary. This is kind of like the new moon to do that. So, again, it's just kind of feelings of like quantum leaps, sudden change, fast growth, and expansion. Okay. However, at the same time, this is Taurus. All right. So Taurus in astrology is an earth sign. It is very connected to the physical senses, the material world. It's connected to the earth. It's very much like, like, can I see it, touch it, feel it, taste it? These are the things that Taurus is connected to. Because this new moon, when we look at new moons and full moons, we want to look at what planet rules that sign and what is that planet doing. So Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, pleasure, connection, harmony, bringing things together, art, beauty, sex, all these lovely things, right? And Venus right now is in the sign of Taurus. When a planet is in the sign of her rulership, she just is really stable overall. And it just really kind of promises like extra goodies and extra blessings around this new moon. And the tone of this new moon, besides the fast quantum leaps, breakthroughs kind of stuff, there is this feeling of like, sensuality, bathing in things that like delight the senses because of the new moon in Taurus with Venus in Taurus, going at a slow pace, really grounding yourself, really coming into your physical body. Like, take a minute to enjoy the simple pleasures of your life, like the way clean sheets feel, the way sex feels, the way like a home cooked meal feels, things that kind of delight and nourish your senses is very connected to this new moon. So, if you're not really connecting with like the quantum leaps, fast forward kind of stuff, it may not, because it may not be hitting your chart like that. This just may be time for you to ground, balance, recenter, and like be with people that you love, indulge your physical senses is very much the vibe of this full moon. So, another really nice thing about it is that this full moon is making a flowing, harmonious aspect to Saturn, the planet of structure, of things that are hard, but things that are worthwhile in the end, things that are long term. That's what Saturn is about. Saturn is about like lessons and like, make sure that you're doing it right the first time, And so this new moon making a really tight sextile at this flowing aspect to Saturn, it's sort of like, that is number one, that is a stabilizing energy to this new moon. So even though there is the potential with this new moon, because this new moon is with Uranus, there may be these sudden shakeups to this new moon and kind of like an unsettling energy. The vast amount of Taurus grounded energy, I think, will help stabilize everything, as well as this aspect to Saturn. Really, it's stabilizing, it's balanced, and also it's saying kind of whatever new thing that you may be starting, whether that is a relationship or some new creative project or some new thing, just whatever thing that you happen to be starting around this time, if you are starting something new, chances are that this new thing that you're starting has the potential to really last a long time, because like you're sort of building it on this very kind of firm foundation. There's also this other aspect that isn't maybe fully related to this new moon, but happening in the sky nonetheless. And I did want to mention that. There is a conjunction of Mercury, the planet of communication, now in Aries, with Chiron, the wounded healer. And I was going to mention just a couple quick notes about it in case you're kind of feeling it in the sky, in case you have a lot of significant maybe Aries placements that this is maybe hitting for you. Chiron is, it's interesting when planets aspect Chiron, it's sort of like things just become very emotional, or we are, because Chiron is sort of about like what hurts, like what we're healing from, what we're kind of moving through essentially. And Mercury conjuncting Chiron, you may be, getting something off of your chest or communicating about something emotional or communicating about healing or like things that hurt or like just kind of getting something off your chest is kind of the vibe that I get with this energy. But I will say overall, it's just a very electric, exciting, yet beautiful, grounded, really sensual new moon. And especially if you have significant Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio placements, this is a really, really nice new moon. And for my fellow Taurus sons out there, happy fucking birthday. So happy birthday to you. This is a really lovely Taurus season. So with that, let's go ahead and let's go through the horoscopes for each sign. All right, so before listening to these horoscopes, they are going to be timestamps below. So in the comment section on YouTube or the show notes, if you are listening to the audio version on Apple or Google or wherever the hell you're listening. So that way you can just skip to your sign. Also, these are best read for your rising sign / your ascendant. So that would be if you know your birth time and location, then you can go ahead and find your rising sign. And if you don't know, and if you need a place to go to calculate a chart, I also have that in the comments or the show notes as well. So if you don't have an accurate birth time, I would listen for your sun sign if you know you're born during the day. Or if you know you're born at night, but you just don't know the time, and listen for your moon. And again, you can calculate those with the little calculator I put in the comments below. So let's get to these horoscopes. So, and we're just going to go in order of the zodiac as well. So we will start with Aries. So Aries, this new moon for you could be definitely financial. I mean, it could be a new stream of income. It could be working on some sort of skill or talent that would maybe turn into income later. Because like this is in your second house, so this is about your resources. It's not just money and your assets, which this can definitely be. And and this could also be time where you're like, I want to ask for a promotion or raise or something too. Like you're more well supported to do this now. Or it could be a sudden opportunity that is financially connected, where it just kind of comes out of nowhere because of that connection to Uranus. For Taurus, this is beautiful. I mean, we've been kind of waiting for, waiting for some sort of energy like this. So first of all, I mean, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, an opportunity, is in your sign right now. Again, this is connected to Uranus. So this is a new moon that does kind of maybe shake you out of like your comfort zone. There are new opportunities coming to you right now, or new ways of expanding or interacting with the world that just feels, maybe scary and new, but it does feel beneficial overall. And don't forget, Venus is in your sign too. Venus, the planet of like love, beauty, pleasure, connection. Both the benefic planets are in your sign. So, if you're waiting to launch something, if you're waiting to start something, this is the time to do it. This is very much universal green light, like let's go, let's manifest, let's do the thing kind of energy. And this is also, this is happening in your first house of self, physical body, identity, appearance. So like the way that you show up in the world, like you're very, like the way that you dress or even express yourself, this could just be time to like, frankly, kind of treat yourself to, because Venus is in Taurus, the sign of indulgence, like, I would maybe, take a second to kind of stop and smell the roses, but this does feel like a major point of sort of personal evolution for you. And I do feel like that there could very well be some sort of opportunities, professional or personal, presenting themselves right now, or this is just the time to. This would be the time to expand into something, or simply to kind of enjoy life. And because if you're not in the space where you're creating new things, or you feel like this intense growth, this could just be a time of like a little extra pleasure and kind of treating yourself energy. So for Gemini, we have, this is occurring in your 12th house. This is an interesting time for you. Taurus season, if you're Gemini rising, Taurus is your 12th house. So the 12th house is like rest, retreat, places of isolation and confinement, and also like your own kind of subconscious programming, essentially. And the 12th houses can also be how you may hold yourself back or sabotage yourself, or how other people in your life may be sabotaging you, essentially. So just so with this new moon, this is very tied into subconscious or the unconscious. So I would say this is a time to pay attention to your dreams, to meditate, but I would like try to get out into nature as much as you can. Like getting out of the city or getting out of your usual kind of spots, because Taurus energy is all about grounding and recentering with your physical body and the earth. This feels like get rest, get some retreat, and also be open to kind of messages from the universe or sort of springing from your own subconscious mind. And if Taurus season always feels a little weird for you, again, that's because the sun right now in Taurus is traveling through your 12th house, which is just sort of about like processing some sort of unconscious stuff. So again, I would say if there are new opportunities, it's maybe hidden right now, or it sort of springs from like your subconscious, or listening closely to your higher self, or kind of listening to what the universe has to say to you right now. For Cancer rising, there could be some new opportunities maybe presenting themselves within the realm of friendship, whether that is like casual friends that you hang out with or that are connected to like your social kind of peer friend group. This could be new opportunities connecting to social media or online spaces, or even more formally like clubs or organizations that you might belong to as well. This could either way, it does just feel like a more kind of social full moon for you. The 11th house is also connected to your hopes, wishes, and goals for the future as well. So, this could be a time where you're kind of, pointing your, not to use a Sagittarius kind of reference here, but, pointing your arrow, and not to also sound, not to sound like a cliche. This might be a time where you're really kind of looking at like, what dream do I want to focus on right now, essentially? And I'm going to say opportunities through colleagues, people connected to you in your professional field, as well as just like friendship opportunities, just opportunities coming through social things and friends. For Leo rising, this is connected to career. So there could be new opportunities presenting themselves in career. This could, I don't know why my words are suddenly leaving right now. The 10th house where this moon is falling is connected to career, what you are known for, authority figures and bosses, and also your kind of public reputation overall. So this is an excellent opportunity to maybe promote yourself, to ask for a raise. You might be seen more favorably in the eyes of bosses or people that are in charge right now. Either way, it does feel like a very kind of public facing new moon for you. And this would also be the time to plant seeds as far as if you want something different in your career, if you're working on something, or if you're like, I have no idea, like if you're like, I have this huge dream for my career and what it is, this might just be the time that you take one little step. And the energy around this new moon, it's like those new things that you're planting now can really wildly blossom into something extremely beneficial for you. So I would take that step if you can, while during this new moon's energy, or really kind of during Taurus season in general, because Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, has been in your 10th house of career since last May, and it's about ready to finish up there. So you may just kind of get some like last little blessing from Jupiter here, or this could just be the opportunity to kind of give you like that little extra push that you would need with this new moon. For Leo, we have the new moon happening in your 9th house. So this could be connected to travel, anything with like travel or vacationing, or, because again, this new moon is connected to pleasure and the aesthetics and like the senses and indulging. It could be travel. It could be connecting, to even like food from like another culture. This could also be something really beneficial and delightful happening, kind of connected to higher education, anything where you're expanding your mind or that you are um, working on something with education, with learning something. This is also a really good new moon to connect to spirituality, to connect to like divination system. Like if you're like, I really need to like talk to like spirit in the universe right now. The ninth house rules divination. So like, astrology, tarot, casting runes, whatever. This is a really good new moon for you. It's also a good new moon for you to maybe clarify some beliefs as well, because the ninth house is connected to like our philosophical and kind of spiritual beliefs as well. So again, education, travel, divination, very connected to this new moon for you. For Libra, we have this new moon happening in your eighth house. So this is there's a couple things with this new moon. This new moon could be connected to some sort of wealth building for you, because the eighth house is connected to other people's money and resources. So let me think here. I just want to make sure. Yes. I had to think for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so the eighth house is okay. I just want to make sure I had the right kind of house for you. So Taurus, Scorpio, Libra. May not be. Okay, so Libra, this is maybe connected to wealth, like wealth building, other people's resources around you, or kind of like inner psychological kind of stuff. So let's just talk about this for a minute. So you have had Jupiter, the planet of expansion, in your eighth house. The eighth house can represent investments, things like royalties or inheritances, as well as insurance or debt, like any money or resources connected to other people. This is also connected to partners' income as well, or your client's income if you're like a freelancer. Jupiter has been here since last May, maybe making access to lines of credit a little bit easier, maybe ballooning your debt a little bit, because Jupiter can't just be more. But it also can be things like refinancing or connecting to ways or connecting to like lines of credit or something. Jupiter here also has maybe having you probe a little bit deeper into sort of inner psychological kind of workings, because the eighth house can also be like about the intimacy that we experience kind of within our relationships, or sort of fears or anxieties that are connected to intimacy. And also, the eighth house can also be about like really kind of deep emotions, or maybe even like emotional kind of traumas and stuff, because people who have a lot of eighth house placements can often connect to like therapy, or like birth doulas, or psychology, or or also like really kind of like investigative or like detective kind of energy, like other people's secrets, right? So the new moon here, financially, if you are looking for loan, refinancing, credit, or anything connected to like a grant or a scholarship. This could also be connected to inheritance, or maybe partner gets, a promotion or raise. It is something beneficial connected to other people's money. So that does feel like there, or this could be a time where you're like, you know what, I'm actually going to start like investing and putting money in like a Roth IRA or something like that. That could also be very connected to that. This could also be a time when the eighth house, I think, does sometimes have like psychic kind of correlations. So this could be a time when you're like, I want to learn more about spirit guides, or, go more into meditation and kind of like the inner workings of my mind, or like process something emotionally. It could be like it's some kind of like, it could be like letting something go like emotionally. But I kind of get the feeling, because of the strong Taurus energy here, it is probably about finances or other people's resources. There's some sort of opportunity, or perhaps even like a blessing associated with this new moon, even if it is unexpected or sudden because of this energy. So moving on. Taurus, this new moon is happening in your seventh house of partnership. So this could be a time when there is some sort of unexpected breakthrough, or opportunity. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be a business partnership. This could be a new client. This could be, I wouldn't rule out like your general kind of work here, even if you aren't in business for yourself. It could be something professionally. Just because um, just because this is an angular house for you, and the angles, about your personality, your approach to the world, your home, family, your career, and your relationship. So it could be some sort of new like professional alliance. Either way, it does feel like it is beneficial to maybe collaborate with people right now to, again, if this could be, it's a collaboration or new things happening in your personal or professional relationship spaces. It just feels like it's very beneficial for you. Jupiter has been in this part of your chart since last year, since last May, and it's finishing up its time in Taurus. It's going to move on to your eighth house of finances toward the end of this month. So there may be some like last blessing or last kind of unexpected thing with that influence of Uranus. But either way, I'm saying maybe unexpected breakthrough, new opportunity, or beginning connected to relationships and partnerships, or some sort of new contractual agreements with this new moon for you. Sagittarius, this is connected to health and work stuff and maybe stuff around pets. So this could be some sort of unexpected new thing connected to your job. Maybe you're looking for work. This could be, an interview comes through last minute, or something unexpected or last minute, breakthrough again comes through about your job. This could be opportunity, promotion, new work project that's exciting. It's some sort of maybe sudden or unexpected shift happening with job stuff. This could also be, a little bit of shakeups. This could be like a coworker leaving, or like a new, or if you're a boss, it could be like some sort of shift around like your employees or something. This is also connected to your health routines. So like physical body health, how you take care of yourself. Could be diet and exercise routine or something like that. There's something kind of breakthrough-ish, unexpected, or like, hey, I randomly I've been a weightlifter for years, and all of a sudden now I really want to do swimming and yoga. It could just be like that pivot. You're just like feeling this energy out of nowhere to kind of go and do that. It also could be like, hey, and I think in kind of rare cases, this could be because I mentioned pets, because the sixth house of your chart does rule like small pets, like dogs, cats, domesticated animals. This could be like, hey, the cat distribution system found me. There's a cat on my doorstep and it just lives with me now. This is kind of the energy of that. So I would think but it's more about like the grind parts of life, health and work. So this part of your chart, I think, is getting a little bit of unexpected breakthrough opportunity, kind of some nicer energy with this new moon. Okay, Capricorn, we have this new moon is falling in your fifth house. So this would actually be things connected to pleasure and romance and creativity. So yay for you. So this could be frankly, a new love interest, a new sexual relationship. This could be reinvigorating sexual energy for you in general. If you've been with your partner for a long time and you're like, we're kind of bored. This is like the energy of like, let's touch each other and spice things up and like bring a whipped cream wherever into the bedroom. It's very Taurus energy, right? And this part of your chart's also about your creativity and creative projects. It could be that you're launching a new creative project at this time, or that you feel an infusion of creative energy. This is just a really vibey kind of time for you to just enjoy the things in life that bring you pleasure. This is also about, just kind of how you enjoy yourself, how you spend your kind of leisure time. There could be just some sort of new or kind of invigorating energy here. There also could be energy here too about children. So you do have Jupiter and Uranus in this part of your chart. If you do not want children at this time and you are in an active sexual relationship that could potentially produce children, I'd really be using contraception, because this, again, the energy around unexpected opportunities is happening in your children sector. So if you can get pregnant, if you're able to, and you do not want to be, I would definitely caution to make sure that does not happen. If you want to be pregnant, this is an excellent lunation to attempt to do so. This could also be about the children that you have already. There could be some sort of new opportunity kind of happening in their lives, or something coming up kind of connected to that. Just general kind of children stuff. For Aquarius rising, this is happening in your home and family sector. So there could be some sort of maybe exciting news or some sort of sudden news, but potentially more beneficial that is connected to family or parents or even grandparents. This also could be connected to your home. It could be that you are looking to purchase a home at this time, and all of a sudden, like, one comes up and you have to make a move really fast. But it could be like the one that you've been waiting for. It could be connected to like residence and in real estate. It also could just be about like nesting and like how, like, let's say that like, oh my gosh, I just found all this stuff that I've been like waiting for my apartment or for my home to like decorate it perfectly. Because again, this Taurus energy is very connected to aesthetics and pleasure and kind of making things pleasing and making things feel good in your environment. So new opportunities, maybe sudden, unexpected, connected to home, family, residence. Also could be connected to moving. If you are looking to move, or maybe a move comes up that is sudden, but somehow beneficial to you in some way. So lastly, but certainly not least, Pisces, you're always last. I'm so sorry, but not last in my heart. You're first in my heart. So Pisces rising, this is connected to. This could be a new communication sort of endeavor, a new sort of correspondence with someone, because this is happening in your third house of communication. So it's communication, transportation, maybe learning something new in the mind. So again, new communications project. Maybe you're like, I'm going to start a podcast, or I'm going to start writing a book, or I'm going to start promoting something that I'm working on communications wise. This might be the time that you want to do that. It could be something you also connected to siblings or like extended family. It also could be something new connected to travel, because third house can be like more day trips or travel that feels more routine, but still, I would say this is a time for you to kind of liven up maybe your daily rituals and routines and like your travel and commuting routines. So it could be that this is a time when you're thinking about getting a new car or bike or a mode of transportation, or that you change that somehow. This is also like opportunities connected to like people that you run into at the coffee shop, your neighbors in your local community. So it does feel like a time when, at the very least, if you're like, it's Taurus season, I want to try the new dessert shop down the street. Like taking time out of your day to indulge your senses because it is Taurus season, doing something local connected to your physical senses. So I would be doing something like that. And this is also a good time for just like communication and contracts and stuff overall. If you need to like, apply for like, apply for something that is that you need to be sort of clear in your communication on, or that needs to be received well. This might be a time that you want to do that, or or making your words and communication matter. This would be a time that that would be like beneficial energy. And I would say reading a new book, learning something new could just come along at this time. So that wraps it up for this video. So if you enjoyed this video, again, comment below, let me know. Maybe let me know your big three and kind of what's happening for you right now, or maybe how you found this information helpful, or generally kind of what's going on in your life. And I can maybe take a quick peek at your chart. A reminder that I'm also going to be putting out, if you've been listening to my audio podcast, I will be putting out things more frequently. So instead of bi-weekly, it's at least going to be weekly. And I'm going to be talking about the astrology of essentially kind of each week of the month, as well as the new moons and full moons and kind of horoscopes, as I usually do, just with a little bit more frequency. So anyway, happy new moon. Happy birthday to all my fellow Taurus sons out there. And I will talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.